Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Taryn Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. You become better for not only you, but the people you love and care about most. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith. You're in control of the process. I'm here with you. If we don't continue to grow, if we don't continue to move on, we will be sad and upset. Today, we're going to do a coaching exercise, a pretty basic coaching exercise, one that I like quite a bit. Essentially, it's called the Wheel of Life. The Wheel of Life, as you see displayed above my head over on the chalkboard, we're just going to go over these categories. I'm going to kind of talk about some options on different categories that I am exploring myself, and then hopefully you can, in your own situation, ideology, beliefs, strategies, ideas, that you can implement one of these for yourself. This is the Wheel of Life, everyone, and we've shown it a couple times on the show. And we're just going to kind of go through each category one by one, talking out a little bit about each category. I want you to think in your own terms. What can I do to make this category better? Where am I at right now? Where am I at right now with this category? So, for example, we're starting off with friends and family. Friends and family is what we're starting with. And then you're thinking, where am I at right now? Where am I at right now today with family and friends? If you had to rate this to your current satisfaction, 1 to 10, based off of your current satisfaction, your friends and family, what number would you put down? This could be how often. You can base your rating off of how often you see your family. You can base it how often you get to see your friends. You can base it off of the quality of interactions that you have with your friends. You could base it off of how often you get to go do something with your friends, maybe a fun vacation that you've been thinking about. So thinking 6 weeks out, we want to think 6 weeks out for family and friends. Right now we have a target. We would say right now, to my level of satisfaction, I would be at like a 6 with my family and friends. I would be at a 6. I'm seeing my family a lot more often, but I can't help but notice ever since I quit drinking, I haven't been hanging out with my friends as much. So where do I want this to be in 6 weeks from now? So the gap between is the growth opportunity that we're looking for. So we're looking at the opportunity between where am I at right now? Where do I want to go into the future? And this is what we really want to be getting down. This is the meat and potatoes of what we're trying to get in here, is Min's most important next step. That's what we should be referring to. So we're talking about each category. Say these are the 8 categories that are pretty general for most of what we got going on in life. I've seen a lot of coaches and different seminars and stuff. People pull up all something pretty similar to the structure, the Wheel of Life. And starting off with friends and family, you say, where are you at right now? And then where do you want to be 6 weeks from now? And then writing down, what is the most important next step to get closer to my goal? The simpler it is, usually the more likely we are to just get our minds around it and do it, which is the most important piece. So say we move on to the next category, significant other romance. A lot of my clients who I talk to and they're not in a relationship, they usually say significant other romance is 0. And it doesn't have to be like that, whether you're exploring to meet somebody new or you're looking to do just a romantic gesture with someone else who you like and care about. Even say you're just putting yourself out there, or say maybe you're just been thinking about it, or you've justified the fact that you're really at peace with where you are right now, working on yourself. So I wouldn't say that this is an absolute 0. I just wanted to bring that up because I think a lot of people who are single in this category beat themselves up a little bit too much. Say if they're not currently in a relationship, even though they've already had relationships, or they've already done so much with their lives. Be very careful of berating yourself in that category, because love is one of the most powerful things on the planet. But, or maybe the whole point of this is to just, maybe you set some goals for yourself. Maybe you want to go on a few dates with somebody. Maybe you want to reach out to somebody. Maybe you want to just put yourself in the next category, fun and recreation, in a position where you're going out and you're meeting people. So, fun and recreation, we're talking about maybe putting ourselves in a position we're going to go try something new. Have you tried pottery? I've heard it's pretty cool. Or maybe it's an art class, or maybe it's learning. I've been doing a ton of, it doesn't sound super fun to a lot of people, but I've been learning a lot about softwares and systems for my business. And I genuinely think that stuff's pretty interesting and fun. So taking the time, an hour a day, to put the systems in play is what my goal is called. So I've been trying to put an hour into those softwares and systems, but try and make it fun. But the goal is to really figure out where you're at. Maybe you're down, maybe for fun and recreation, you're down here, you're more close to a 3, and your goal in 6 weeks to be around a 6 or a 7. Again, this is up to our personal satisfaction. So you don't have to hit a home run right off the bat. Maybe you start off with something small to get the momentum going. But again, MINS is the what we want to refer to. And remember, most important next step. Most important next step. What is the next thing that we need to do in order to get closer to that growth number? So next we have health. Are you thinking about your health goals? Do you want to be working out more? Do you want to be eating right? What is it that you could do for your health? And I like how health is right next to money, because money seems to be a very good at grabbing attention. I know money grabs my attention. The goal is to make a lot of money with growing the company, with helping people, and being able to support my friends and family and do really fun stuff. Money's very important. However, I got asked this question the other day. I thought it was really interesting if you're trying to figure out what category you want to pick. This person was saying, so what do you think's more important, health or money? I was like, well, it's tough. What do you think? He's like, well, how about this? I'll give you all the money you want, but you have to consistently have a stomach ache when I give you money. I was like, well, I hate having a stomach ache. And every time I have a stomach ache, all I can think about is wanting to be healthy and how I don't really care about money. So I was like, yeah, no, that wouldn't be a trade off. But the point hit home for me, thinking, like, yeah, because sometimes we can get confused about what people will spend their whole lives trying to make a bunch of money, and then they blow all the money because they had such unhealthy practices on just getting their health back. And they're like, holy crap, it turns out my ability to play catch with my kids, being able to go on hikes in the mountains, being able to just breathe more effectively. So now I'm paying for these oxygen tanks or doctor's tests and all this kind of stuff. So be very careful of the whole money and health paradox. Next up would be personal growth. Maybe you're asking yourselves a few questions on, what do I want to read? What do I want to learn? What could I do to grow myself? We're talking about the growth gap in this circle, how we want to say if we're in personal growth mode, we're at like a 3 right now. What would a 7 look like? Would it just be cutting out a TV show? Maybe it would be cell phone placement. Maybe placing your cell phone in a better, healthier spot. I know that is something I'm trying to do a lot more often, is just being very conscious about where my phone's at. So I'm able to focus on, say, putting in these systems, or just reaching out to more people, or just developing our coaching content to help inspire and change people for the better. Like, where are we at with our current number, and then where do we want to be, and what is the most important next step? Physical environment. Sometimes when you're around a certain environment, it just isn't working for you. Sometimes I work at home, and sometimes working at home can be pretty dull and distracting. We have pets, and we have all of our luxuries here. I can go screw off. I can go sauna or use a tanning bed, or there's just a lot of like right within the general vicinity of where we live. There's a lot of distracting things, and sometimes getting out of the house. I like to go work at the library sometimes. And also, I have some friends where I go and work at a real estate office. So I like to bounce back and forth, possibly go into office. But mainly, if I'm ever getting out of the house, I like to go work at libraries. So maybe you just need a change of space. And lastly, career. As we wrap up this episode, kind of talking through each of the categories, careers, looking at how can you advance your career right now. If you were to rate your career 1 to 10, what is your level of satisfaction with your career today? Do you enjoy doing what you do? Is there additional skills or opportunities you could take to advance yourself in your current workplace? What could you do today to help your career tomorrow? So to wrap all of this up, this whole entire wheel of life, look at these categories, see which one resonates with you, which one makes you smile, which one gets you excited, which one makes you like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. I've been wanting to do that. Maybe you're like health. Yeah, I'm tired of feeling tired. So I want some energy. So I'm going to start eating some damn fruits and vegetables. I'm going to drink my water, and I'm going to get on the treadmill and move my body. Or it's like, okay, I'm sick of being broke. I can't afford anything good. It's like, okay, what is one step forward to get you closer to your money goals? What does that actually look like from an action perspective? Getting this stuff written out, thinking through it clearly, making a plan, and then forgiving ourselves, and then just trusting the process and going with the flow, baby. If you know somebody who needs a life coach, if you know someone who needs coaching to really ground themselves, someone who wants to push themselves, invest in themselves, and take themselves to the next level in their career with their personal growth, with figuring out financially what it is that they're going to need to get done to reach their goals. If you know someone who wants to create a real plan and they want to do an extreme boot camp in 6 weeks, you put them in contact with me and we'll get right to work. So cheers, friends. I'm taking on new people for that 6-week boot camp. If you want to hear more about it, send me a direct message. Or if you want exercises like this, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm always looking to chat with other people and hear more about their stories and what they're working on. We'll be back again live 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Also, I'll be having additional content be coming out throughout the day. So please make sure to check out our shorts and our long form edited videos, where we'll be coming out with more personal development tips, tricks, and ideas to help you become the best entrepreneur you can be.